Hi everybody, welcome to Healthyish Recipes. Today on our show we're going to make traditional southern pinto beans, but in the Instapot. So it's quicker. Now you don't have to do it in the Instapot. Whatever pressure cooker you have, this just happens to be the name brand Instapot. So we are going to get started. Now you can saute the onions beforehand. Just hit the saute button, add a little bit of oil, and saute the onions. Let's make this quick and easy, shall we? So we're gonna just dump in the onions. So we have one large onion diced, and I'm just gonna put that in there. Let's see if I can do it. I'm right-handed. Let's do it without a mess. Okay, so 1 cup, roughly 2 cups actually, of onions diced. Then we have 1 pound or 2 cups of pinto beans dried. We don't have to soak it. When it's in the Instapot, it takes care of that. You know how you're supposed to soak it overnight so it'll be softer and possibly not give you gas, but I've read on several articles that that doesn't actually happen. That's a wives' tale, that it gets rid of the gas. So we're just going to add the pinto straight into the pot, and then add smoked neck bones. We get this at our local farmers market. They have sometimes they have smoked ham hocks, smoked neck bones, smoked shanks. Today they had neck bones, so we're going to add in, this package is 1.62 pounds, and we're just going to open it up and pop them in there. This is going to impart a really smoky, intense flavor, which is good. That's what we want. And the neck bones, actually, if you look, it has a lot of meat on it too, so you'll have meat and beans. Now, if you're vegetarian or vegan, you can bypass the step of adding bones, smoked bones. And I'm going to just grab this right here. You can use liquid smoke. This is the brand that I like. It's not too salty. It's actually all natural. And the company, let's see, Hickory Original Recipe, Colgin, C-O-L-G-I-N. I get this at Walmart offline. And it comes in different flavors like oak, mesquite, applewood, so it's really cool. All right, once that's in there, we're going to pop on the top. Now we're going to start it. We're going to put it on manual, and we're going to adjust it to 45 minutes because we like them softer. And then boom, it goes. Go on for 45 minutes, so we'll see you then. Make sure we're gonna let this do the natural release, so don't do the quick release. Okay, you need that extra cooking with it. All right, we'll see you in 45. While the beans are cooking, I'm just gonna talk over about some tips and some other ingredients that you can add. This, we're just doing the straight up smoked bones with the pintos, but you can add in ham hocks instead of the ham neck. You can add in straight up ham slices, or what my mom and my grandmother always did is, you know, they'd have Sunday ham dinners, big old ham, and then they'd use the ham bone the next day and cook it with the ham bones to impart that yummy ham flavor. Also, another thing my grandmother would do, I wasn't there obviously, but my aunts and uncles would tell me stories of my grandmother when they were kids, and they hailed from North Carolina, Robbinsville. Shout out to Robbinsville. And they lived in a 1-room cabin, and my grandmother birthed 8 kids. Not all in that cabin. They eventually headed north, but you know, she would put, in the early morning, she would put on a pot of beans on the stove, wood burning, and just let it simmer all day, and it would be ready for dinner that day. But in addition to cooking it, it would also heat their one-room cabin. So it kind of helped. Times were hard back in the day, so it would keep them warm and feed their little bellies too. So that's one of the things that, the stories that I like to hear from my family. Another good thing is using the Instapot or pressure cookers. You can make this all year round. In the dead of summer, when it's 90 degrees outside, you can cook it. It not only is it quick, but it doesn't heat up your whole house. And even with air conditioning, you can heat up your house just by having a burner on for the day. As I said, my grandma did that. Okay, let's talk variations. I've already said that you can use different cuts of meat, but you can also add green peppers, celery, carrots. I'm not into that. I like the straight up traditional, but you're more than welcome to add those. Even we like to serve it over rice. My mom would chastise me because I'm making pinto beans and didn't make cornbread, because cornbread and pintos, that goes so well. But we're gonna have to deal with the lack of cornbread. What can I say? And we're gonna actually serve ours over rice, and that's a one-pot meal. I love one-pot meals, don't you? Let's talk about salt. As you notice, I didn't put any salt or pepper into the Instapot. I like to wait until the end, once it's completely done, and then season it to taste for several different reasons. The smoked meats or the ham that you add to that has a good amount of salt to it. And like my mom always said, you can always add, but you can never subtract what you put in there. So I'd rather be safe than sorry. All right, 45 minutes later, and our beans are done. Well, not quite done. We still have to taste them and make sure they're seasoned well enough. I'm gonna just put that down. Let me stir it up. Ooh. Pretty. All right, let's see what we taste like. It's gonna be hot. Yeah, it doesn't need a lot of salt, but you're gonna add salt and pepper to your liking once it's done. So here goes the pepper and just a few pinches of salt. Stir it up and we'll try it again. Also, there's obviously we added 6 cups of water. The beans absorb a fair amount of that, but there's a fair amount of broth still in here. Now, if you want it thicker, you can always use the saute setting on your Instapot and let it cook down and reduce that liquid so it's thicker for about 10 minutes. That's your choice. It's not necessary, it's just more to your liking. All right, let me try one more time. No double dipping. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna serve it with rice, like I said, and then we'll get it plated up and get a nice little pretty picture. Pretty picture. Dish minus the green onions. It's really quick and easy in your Instapot or any brand of pressure cookers you may have at your house. Okay? All right. So thank you very much for joining me today on Healthyish Recipes. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. Also, in the comments, let me know if there's any additions to your pintos that you like. Green peppers or something interesting. Just let me know, okay, in the comments. Now I have to go tell my mom that I made pintos and rice without cornbread. Hopefully I'll be here next week.